You know, this week, Matthew Parsons would have served 20 years with the Farmington Hills Police Department. Now, as you mentioned, he'll be serving time in prison.
Your Honor, I want to apologize both to the victims and to the courts. I accept responsibility for what I did.
48-year-old Matthew Parsons, a veteran police officer turned convicted sex offender, pleads for a lesser sentence today.
I'm very sorry for everything I did.
Parsons was stripped of his badge back in May after police say he downloaded and shared child pornography. At least 10 videos were found, and investigators say the crimes didn't stop there. They say he was secretly videotaping a young woman through a hidden camera he put inside of a clock in a bathroom.
Law enforcement, those in positions of trust, judges, we are held to a higher standard.
The attorney for the now former Farmington Hills police officer argued he's suffering from mental issues and is an overall good person, even volunteered his time in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. But still, the judge ruled he must serve prison time.
Even if some believe that possession of childish sexual abuse of material is a victimless crime, I think you and I know both, and everyone in this room knows, it is not victimless because somebody's being exploited.
And Parsons was sentenced to 1 to 7 years in prison. He does have to register as a sex offender, and he will never work in law enforcement again. We're live in Pontiac. Jennifer Bisram, 7 Action News.
Former Police Officer of the Year in Farmington Hills, Michigan heading to prison for child porn. The following post was shared with the COPBLOCK network by a reader using the pseudonym The Poor and Unknown via the COPBLOCK.org submissions page. The submission details the sentencing of Farmington Hills police officer Matthew Parsons for charges related to child porn. In addition, Parsons was convicted of setting up a hidden camera within a bathroom to secretly record nude videos of an unnamed adult victim. He agreed to a plea deal and, as can be seen in the video, was later sentenced to between 1 and 7 years in prison. Guess which end of that scale he will end up on? Prior to receiving his customary paid vacation after a tip led to him being found with child porn, Officer Parsons was a 20-year veteran of the Farmington Hills Police Department. According to Police Chief Chuck Nebus, Parsons was an officer in good standing who over the decades had received awards and commendations as well as a few complaints. While the nature of the complaints was not disclosed, Parsons was in fact named Officer of the Year in 2000. The criminals are at it again, via DetroitNews.com. A longtime Farmington Hills police officer who lost his job over child pornography charges has pleaded guilty to downloading the material, the Michigan Attorney General's office announced. Matthew Parsons pleaded guilty Wednesday in Oakland County Circuit Court to 3 felony charges: possession of child sexually abusive material, using a computer to commit a crime, and recording an unclothed person, authorities said in a statement. As a part of his plea, Parsons is required to register as a sex offender for 15 years and cannot work as a law enforcement officer in Michigan, according to the Attorney General's office. Parsons, 48, resigned from the Farmington Hills Police Department on June 15. Just how do they let people like this resign with full pension and insurance, etc.? This is criminal. He was arraigned in May at 51st District Court in Waterford Township on multiple charges stemming from the investigation, which began after a tip from the Michigan Attorney General Bill Scoot's office learned someone, identified as Parsons, had been downloading child sexually abusive material. A probe revealed Parsons had downloaded at least 10 videos with the explicit imagery and surreptitiously filmed an adult in the nude, state officials said.